I have a couple words for you people. You want to know what it is? Unlawful. 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 Yeah. I need to get to you with some serious deeds about the situation. Venezuela has been invaded by us, the US, and I don't remember the House of Congress ever voting on it. Because the House of Congress can't vote on our health care or anything that benefits us, let alone a war. So, no, they're using executive privilege under the guise that they can't enforce or change what Trump is doing, and this is not okay. It's not okay, and it's going to affect all of the US. And if you think that you won't be affected, well, that's wrong. That is very wrong. And we need to start organizing, especially out here in Utah, because we are not prepared, Utahns. We are not prepared, and I'm talking to both sides of the spectrum. You may have guns, you may have your training in the woods, in the wilderness, but what if that's not what you need to survive? What if guns aren't what you need? What if you need more of a hands-on approach? What if you need to be able to defend yourself? And what if you need to be within confines of a certain law? What if your guns are taken away? Like, I don't know, like back with King fucking George and the fucking Americas, yo. We need to wake up. My group is trying to host an emergency protest at the Capitol. We also want to do a march. We need to get this out there ASAP. We need help. We need your help. I've been getting comments in the comment sections about how people can help, and I'm gonna tell you, you can help by just being yourself. Alright, we all have roles to play in this. Some people may be more suited for surveillance or for oversight or for pushing the confines of the law to let the police and ICE know that we are not fucking around and that we are serious about getting change made. But right now we are in a very, very tricky situation, okay? Very tricky situation. I have been doing recordings all morning trying to figure out how I'm gonna talk to people, how I'm gonna reach out to people, and I think I've figured it out. I'm gonna go on a rant, but it's gonna be a little bit more focused and controlled. So, here's the thing. How you can help? You can help by one, putting a like on social media. You can help by reposting. You can help by telling your friends, telling your family. If you have a stubborn family member that is not waking up to the situation, don't give up. That is a way to fight back. And you may not know that, but it is a very, very strong, powerful way to fight back. And we can do this. We can fight back. We can make change. We can make a difference. We can have them on the run. My people were just chilling outside of ICE, recording, doing a live stream, and they backed up into their own gate. Like, bro, these people, they don't need help incriminating themselves. We just need to be out there on the street. We need to be out there recording in any way we can, whether it's on your way to work, whether it's just some simple thing, like just you're going out to work, you're going, on the road and you see something. And maybe you have a point system at work. Maybe if you're late and you get over a certain amount of points, you get fired. Please don't stop and don't risk your job. But if you are one of those people that can maybe get away with being like 2 minutes late, just stop and record. Stop and record, regardless of your political feelings. Just stop and record. It's not obstructing law enforcement. You're not interfering with any arrest. You're not doing anything criminal. That person that you record may be the worst of the worst. You may be right. They may be the worst of the worst. And we may be proving ICE to be the good guys. Like, we could be out there recording and we could find out that ICE is actually the good guys, right? But we're not going to figure that out unless we're recording. Because what happens if that person that you drove by ends up being disappeared somewhere? God knows where. And what if you were the only person that saw their face before they disappeared? We have a case of stuff like that happening out here in Utah. Utah is sanctioning Trump because ICE disappeared a man unlawfully in the middle of the night. No one's fighting against that. No one hates, like, criminals, but no one is fighting against people who are unjustly disappeared. And we can fight just simply by being there and taking witness, being bearers of truth and kindness for our neighbors. And so there's some things that I need to talk about. We are trying to get an emergency protest going out today. We want it to be towards the Capitol, and then we'll march from there. But Venezuela is invaded and America is at war. We are now at war. Another thing is that we are trying to get a charity account set up, so if you are not able to attend, but you are one of the hardworking people that want to help resist but are stuck in the system of work, please, we are getting a charity account set up. We will have it so you will be paid back in the future, I promise, whether it's with food, whether it's with shelter, whether it's with blankets, whether it's with some sort of place, like if whether it's, say you're homeless in the future, and we can get property, we it's not impossible. I'm working on organizing things with people that are not rich, but they may have the means to help us get a charity off the ground, and we may be able to scratch each other's backs. And so I'm hoping that in the near future we can get that set up so that if you can donate, we can purchase equipment, we can purchase land, we can purchase recording equipment, we can purchase like burner phones, so that, say, when we're out recording, we can play a little bit of tricks, on maybe federal government, stuff like that. It's being creative is what's gonna win, and it's gonna be the key to how we get through this. So I'm entering into spring. Sorry, I just need to do a little bit of a D-turn here. And so that's the thing, is there's all sorts of ways that we can get out and help out. And one of the biggest things that I'm hoping people will do is get out on the street, whether you have money, whether you don't, and just be out there. If you're worried, wear a mask, dress up, just tell them that you're me, I guess. Just don't be unlawful, because that's not what we stand for, and that is not us. We do not support unlawful activity, but we support standing out there and recording. And if anyone, or you feel like you will be harassed, reach out to me. Find a way to contact me, find a way to reach out to me, and I can be out there with you on the ground and give you the resources that you need so that you can help perform some sort of civilian oversight for your community. Because we know that there's a lot of people out there that just really want to help support their friends and their neighbors and their loved ones. So we are gonna help with that in any way we can. And that starts with trainings. So we are gonna be organizing trainings. I need to get the organization team trained the most, because they're going to be helping me do the trainings and helping me get other people trained, so I need to give them at least the basics. One of the things that we are going to be training in is self-defense. Now, self-defense, I'm gonna have to go over a disclaimer. Self-defense is self-defense. It means that you are defending yourself, and sadly, in defending yourself, you end up taking a couple hits, and sometimes you may not always walk out on top. But this is real shit that we need to talk about because things are happening in our country, whether we like them or not. Things are happening, and it is going to affect a whole large amount of people. So if you want to be a part of this resistance, we would like to have you. We would like to have you on board. However, this isn't for the easy. And we will have things that people can do that are more on the simpler side, like handing out flyers, like helping talk to other people, maybe just reaching out, going to the mall, and just asking people if they're interested in maybe hearing about some of the local news that we have encountered. Like some of the details that we're coming to and really starting to understand. Maybe you can be a part of the team that gets that out there, or we have some disabled members that really want to be a part of this, really want to come to rallies, really want to hold signs and shout and speak their truth and tell people how disabled members have been forgotten and have just been lost in the system and have not been taken care of, because we have a lot to offer. We do. I am a part of the autistic community. I believe a lot of people prefer to call Asperger's. So I grew up with my struggles, and a lot of people did not believe in me, but shit is hitting the fan in America, and I'm holding my own. And they want to hold their own too, in any way they can. So we are going to be getting some things done. So if you want to be a part of self-defense training in the future, you're going to need some closed-fingered gloves. I don't want to hear any excuses. If you come to a training and you don't have closed-fingered gloves and you come with like UFC gloves with the open fingers and like everyone needs to have just regular boxing gloves, closed fingers. You can get them cheap. You can get all sorts of different versions. Whatever you can get. We're working on getting equipment. We're working on getting it like stuff to help out and to donate to people that can't provide. But right now we are not able to do that, and I'm so sorry. Um So equipment wise, there's that. And just prepare yourself. You're probably gonna be punched in the face. Not hard. We're gonna be doing light sparring. I believe that play is important in learning how to effectively fight. So lions, when they're growing up, they play. They play with their siblings, they wrestle, they play fight. That's them preparing for when they have to fight in real life. Play is the best way to learn, and that's why video games would be so great in the education field, and that's why I believe they're actively trying to keep them out, is to keep people from learning. They want education to be stressful. They want education to be a chore so that it's harder for people to learn, so that it's harder for people to get out of the position they're in, because when people can freely learn and get the knowledge they need, a lot of them choose to do amazing things, and so that's where we're at. So things are getting a little bit more hectic, and Utah will not be spared. The border, it's shut down. This whole thing that Trump is talking about with ICE and illegal immigrants and gangs, he's already taken care of it if there was a problem in the first place. Right now, our problem needs to be coming together as a community and telling people to stay the fuck out if they don't belong. Now, I apologize for my language, but we're getting into times where things aren't going to be very polite. This whole thing with Venezuela, it is unlawful. Congress has not voted on it. We have bombed them. We have invaded. We captured Maduro. We put boots on the ground. We have invaded, and it is for oil. It is an oil grab. It is a resource grab. And we the people will just be a profited item. Like, that's all we're doing. We're just gonna buy the oil. We're gonna make them rich off oil they stole. That's the thing. The military and the government is taking over. Our amendments, our rights were put there to protect us from a tyrannical government that wanted more power than it was worth, wanted more power than it was good for. We, the people, need to take our power back, and Utah is no different. They try to seem like they are these just moderate people, but Utah legislatures, they are the pawns of Trump. That's all they do. And now is the time for us to start making a stand, taking a stand and saying no more. Because we should not be supporting this. We are being profited off of. They are stealing gas so that we buy more and more and more of it. You profit if you have renewable energy. You, the consumer, profit off of renewable energies. That is why they're trying to get rid of them. So please wake up, people. Please stand strong and please come out with us. Please see us out there on the street. Please think of how you can support. Please be yourself. And please remember every American has a voice. We are a country of Americans. This has been my opinion, my facts, my truth. And I truly do wish us all the best in the new year. Befriend crew, cut incubation time cut in half. Befriend barn animals quicker. Sheep produce wool faster. Time cut in half. Befriend coop animals. I want to be a shepherd. I'm going with the shepherd. Alright. The shepherd will talk to you later, and please, you can help us by putting a like, a subscribe, boosting our YouTube, our socials, all of our different social medias. You can help us out by giving us a shout out. You can help us out by, once again, just being a watcher and a subscriber and a listener. And thank you so much for all of your help and what you do.